So some people here early. Bud was here saying hello, PAS. Let's go Mets. We can do better. Frank T is here. Greetings. Let's kick it up today, Mets. Fitzy's here saying Sox win, and you know it. Uh-oh. Wow. I don't know what this is. Look at it. I like that. I like that. That's cool. Pop out chat here so we get going. Alright, pop out the chat over here as well. Now I can put all your messages as they come across on the screen here. Why does Frank have experience? This isn't Fortnite. Yes, that must have been something they just added, Fitzy. That's what I was looking at. That's cool. Frank's got the number 1 next to his name in the chat. Ernesto's here saying LFGM. JJOK is here saying after that Subway Series performance, Sox can go ahead and clap us. It would be deserved. So good stuff, everybody. Interesting. I just came for the game, not the blame. Yeah, no, it's all Frankie's. It's all Frankie Cigarettes' fault. Fitzy Pepto. Gary, Keith, and Ron in the booth again tonight. So good to have the boys all back together. Wait for a couple more people. Fonzie's in the chat. Yep, Fonzie's still hurt. Tonight's matchup on the mound, it'll be Hunter Dobbins on the mound for the Red Sox. He's 2-1 with a 3.90 ERA in 5 starts. 27 in the 3rd innings there, giving up 3 home runs, 4 walks, 23 strikeouts. So good strikeout to walk ratio. Averaging just under 5.5 innings per start, going up against Kodai Senga of the Mets. 8 starts for Senga. He's 4-2 with a 1.22 ERA. 44 in the 3rd innings. Has given up 1 home run, 19 walks, 42 strikeouts, and he also averages 5.5 innings per start. Someone has seen my smoking, he said. So awesome stuff, everybody, once again. How are we feeling, Met fans? How are we feeling after the Subway Series? Jake is here saying, hey, y'all. Hopefully they can bounce back tonight after the Yankees did that to them. What is that, Fitzy? Raymond's here saying hi, John and everyone. Let's go, Mets. I can't see what that is, Fitzy. Oh, no smoking. Fitzy said no smoking. Daniel's here saying hello again from the other side of the pond. How is everyone today? What's up, Daniel? How's the weather over there on the other side of the pond? Carlos is here saying LFGM Mets, baby. Let's go, Carlos. Welcome in. Frank says, I feel a little let down for the lack of the Mets focus. LFGM. Yeah. Yep. I didn't watch post game. Apparently, Alonso took full blame. I mean, I don't know. Good evening from Texas. Let's go Mets. What's up, Stanley? Welcome back. I mean, things got to get going again in the other way. Lindor was batting almost 320. He's back down to 283. Soto's back under 250. Alonso was batting almost 360. Now still batting 301, but it's dropped almost 60 points over the last 2 weeks. Nimmo still only batting 225. Vientos batting 241. Beatty has actually raised his average up to 225. Alvarez, I don't know how Alvarez is batting 250. He never does anything. Soto got to get going, man. He's starting to get under my skin now. Yep, agreed. Teddy and Doris is back, saying hello to everyone, and let's go win number 30 today. Daniel says, surprisingly good, currently 14 degrees Celsius. Let me check, 14 degrees Celsius. About 60, 65 degrees, something like that, Fahrenheit. I was told Soto was not happy with the Mets' performance. Unsure if that's true. Well, he should be unhappy. I'm unhappy with his performance. He has done nothing. That one home run probably somehow saving his stats. Moses is back saying, what's up, John and the PAS fam? Let's get back in the win column. Soto looked like he wasn't even trying. Jogging everywhere. Agreed. So love it. It keeps track. You guys, the more you guys chat, you see it has 1, 2s, and 3s in the chat. Do you guys see that next to your names? Let me see if I put them on screen if it shows it. No, it does not. Okay. But if you're watching in the YouTube chat on the full side, it's got a little crown next to your name with a number for the top 3 people. Carlos says, also Terren should be getting starts over Alvey. Better arm, glove, and bat. Absolutely. I missed all the Subway Series. How was it? I'm guessing it was quite miserable. Yep. I mean, Saturday was good because they won, but 6-2 on Friday night and 8-2 last night. Carlos says he sees it. Soto just doesn't seem hyped. Where did that fire go from? Right. Agreed. We have not gotten Soto the superstar that has played for every other team. Okay, now I'm not getting your message. Why am I not getting your messages? Steven's here. JJ put yup. Oh, did I close it maybe? Hold on. Yep, I did. That's why. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Rookie mistakes tonight. Rookie mistakes. How do I get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points. Here's how you get them. Either send in live messages, super chats, and super stickers. So that's cool that they're putting up leaderboards for you guys. I like that. And the top 3 have a little crown by their name. Game 1 wasn't even that bad. Game 2, we somehow managed to take one from the series. And Game 3 was just unlucky. Yep. You think McGill will bounce back after these? No. McGill sucks. Bam is here saying, yo, PAS. What's up, Bam? You guys out in Colorado tonight, I think, right? I'm not worried about Senga too much today. Me neither. LFGM, says Frank. Frank T says a respectful hello to my PAS family and friends. Frank R says hello, John. I'm going to put Fitzy's stream on and listen in while he's doing the Red Sox version. Oh, let me come back over. Yeah. We should beat up on the Rockies, but we have pretty bad record in Coors Field, so who knows? ACJ is back, saying checking in from East New York, Brooklyn. New day, new ballpark. Let's go. Be straight off the Ghost Forks alone, but we need our offense to step up right now. Daniel says, just hope that we're able to bounce back and win the series against the Sox. This will be important tonight. Yep. All right, here we go. Let's go, Lindor, get it started. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. Let me turn Fitzy's stream down. Down low, 1-1. One and one the count. We are underway. Packed house there in Boston. A lot of blue in the stands tonight. Man, that stadium is packed tonight. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Frank said, smoking already. Let's go, Mets. Boston's pitching has really underperformed, despite Crochet doing well. And that one lifted out to left. Duran will make the catch, one away. Defense tonight, Bregman at third, Story at short, Hamilton at second, Sogard at first, Narvaez doing the catching, Duran in left, Rafaela in center, and Abreu in right. The first pitch to Soto, in for a strike, 0-1. Hey, Georgia fan, what's up? Long time? APAS. What are the crowns for? That's something new with YouTube. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. You get crowns. You get crowns for chatting. I'll get back to it and see what it said. And a ground ball back up the middle, but played perfect. Story's got it. 2 away. That'll bring up Alonso. .46 at bats since Alonso's first home run. In for a strike, 0-1. Oh, called the ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Bounced in the dirt, 2-0. Home plate umpire walks over to the side there. What's he doing? Oh, getting some fresh baseballs. And Pete crushes one to deep left field. And off the top of the wall. And he's out. Oh, he called him safe. I don't know how he missed the tag. Oh, okay. So it denotes that relatively active in the chat. Correct. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He was called safe. I don't know if you can overturn this. Hey, good evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. LFGM. I don't know. Let's see from this angle. Now, we don't have any of the Boston replays here. I think he's out. That last angle the SNY just showed, I think he's out. The runner's out. That's what you get for admiring a hit off the wall, Alonzo, instead of running. Probably not enough evidence to overturn. No, that last replay they showed, there was. Hey, James is back saying hopefully, yeah, let's go Mets. Hopefully can turn it around against the struggling Red Sox team. Maybe. He was out. Georgia fan says there's hardly any sports I can watch tonight. You guys playing tonight? Nope. Nope, you guys do not. James says hopefully everyone is doing well. Harper has done that before this season. Really frustrating. What is up with this team? He has to be running hard out of the box. Why Lindor bats as if he's not a leadoff hitter? What? Mets better get their act together. Oh, you guys are off, okay. Stop looking and keep running. Right. Slow down after they call it a home run if you think it's gone. Admiring the hit. Yeah. That's he thought he was. I mean, it wasn't even. Well, it was close, but I mean, the throw beat him by a mile, and the way Pete slid made it close. You thought it was a bomb too? Yeah. In Boston, you can't assume it's a bomb with that giant wall. Anywhere else, I bet you that ball's out. And that's a fair ball down in the right field corner. Duran on his way to second. And that's how you do it. You hustle out of the box. Time for stop with this nonsense. We all agree. We talk about it every game. Hit the ball and run. Simple concept. Leo. Oh, did I miss part of Leo's comment? On himself. What happened? Was he just no? Yeah, he was admiring it like it was a home run. Can't waste chances like that. Nope. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Your Yankees playing today? First time in a while there's no NHL or NBA, and then the MLB games I can't watch because they're out of market. Well, good. That means you can hang out with us tonight. You guys are off tonight. Where are you guys going? Or who do you got next? Oh, thank you. Playing Texas tomorrow. Gotta be smarter than that, Pete. What's up, Caps? Yup. Pete runs like my girlfriend with high heels on. 2-0 the count here. They're the second batter. Bounce in the dirt. 3-0. Outside, ball 4. First 2 are on. How did the first batter get on for Boston? Ripped a double down the right field line. Alonso made a diving attempt, but just couldn't come up with it. So the first 2 on here for Bregman. Limping to get some Yingling, says Frank. Alonso told everyone's loss was on him. Manning up is a great thing. And the ball... Oh my goodness. Senga bounced in the dirt. Goes away. The runners move up. Not liking our Mets at all as of recent. Me neither. The 1-0. And that one hit out to right. Soto towards foul. Not looking good, Senga. Nope. Howdy. Welcome back, Brian P. Yankee fans were pretty rude to Soto over the weekend. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. No idea. Not throwing strikes. And they're not even close to the strike zone. The 2-1 chopped foul. Come on, guys, get it together. The 2-2. Senga deals. And a ground ball up the middle. That McNeil got the out at first. Wow, that was close at first. So run does score. Great thing that he's manning up. But he mans up and then he pulls that nonsense in the first inning. So how sorry is he? Someone needs to go talk to him. And that one grounded down to Alonso. He'll flip to Senga. 2 away. Devers goes to third. 2 out now with a runner on third. Looks like trouble with his off-speed stuff. Welcome in. Somebody just subscribed. Welcome in. Here's Story now. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. I would bench him for a game not running hard. Okay, I agree. But then do we put Vientos at first for that game? Or what do we do? All right, the 0-1. Senga deals. Swung on a miss. 1-2, excuse me. He mans up, then he puts on high heels. Yeah, I agree with Steven here. It was Robert Gravina. Welcome in, Robert. Our guy Gritty throwing you some popcorn there. DO2 from Senga. And a ground ball. Past Beatty down the line. That'll score another run. They keep it to a single, but it's 2-0. Good point. I'm not sure, really. There needs to be accountability, though. Let's see how Pete does the rest of this game. Just beat him. Couldn't get to it. Made a diving attempt. That'll bring up Sogard. Bounce in the dirt. 1-0. Jared, what's up? Man, excuse me. Jared, good luck in the series pure and may the best team win. Let's go. We don't have that leader to rip into these guys. The 1-0. Story goes to throw down the second. Not in time. Stolen base. Hey, Braden's back saying my dream came true. They're DHing Vientos. Not a lot of managers handle it like that nowadays. Yeah, well. Someone needs to say something in the clubhouse. And that one line, Lindor's got it, and that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox put up a 2 spot. Maybe if the Mets fall out of first place, we'll wake this team up. Well, if they lose tonight, they'll definitely be out because I don't see Philly losing to Colorado. Bud saying LFGM. So awesome stuff, everybody. Once again, welcome in. Let's take a look. Georgia fan said there was nothing else going on. Nope, not till tomorrow night in the NHL with the Panthers and Hurricanes, Game 1. And the NBA starts tomorrow night as well with the T-Wolves and the Thunder. That means the Knicks and Pacers will start Wednesday night. I believe Cope said that the other night. I didn't jinx it, I promised. Just a rough inning for our boy. Yup. Agreed, Big John. They're playing 4. Wow, 4 versus Colorado. Phillies do have an easy schedule in the next 2 to 3 series. What's the Mets record? The Mets are 29-18 starting tonight. 29-18. We need to win at least 2 because we have the Dodgers after this series. Yup. Here's the 0-1. Nimmo, Vientos, and Beatty here. I'm back. I'm a fast limping guy. And for a strike 0-2. We were 18-8, and then something happened. Something. So 11-10 since then, huh? Down low, 1-2. Raymond says, let's get them back. Let's go. 4 versus the Rockies, 3 versus the A's, and then 3 versus the Braves at Citizens Bank Park. Please refresh. Yup. Dodgers just got swept by the Angels. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Yup. That's what he was implying. That's what he was implying. The 1-2. Bounced in the dirt. 2-2. Maybe they need Winker back in the dugout. Winker's been in the dugout. The 2-2. Laced foul. We'll do it again. I think the Mets lineup needs to shuffle up a little bit. They've been flat since then. Yup. I am a Mets fan, Blaze. Welcome in, Blaze. And a chopper back to the mound. Story's got it. 1 away. Terrence needs more playing time. Yep. Yeah, Alvey and McNeil came back. And they're a 500 baseball team. Well, 11-10. They lose tonight. They're a 500 baseball team. Can I believe the Tigers this year? 31-16, right? Something like that. 31. They have 31 wins. I could be wrong on the losses. Fouled off 1-1. Cobe says get rid of them both. I agree. I agree. Package them. Give me something. And a chopper up the middle. But Hamilton's got it. 2 away. Ronnie's here. What's up, Ronnie? Replace your divots, please. Likes. The first pitch to Beatty. In for a strike, 0-1. Include Marte in that trade package. Ronnie says, let's go Red Sox. Alvarez, Marte, and McNeil got to go. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah, I believe Detroit's got the best record in baseball right now. The records of the top teams in the National League are super close together right now. Yep. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Mets can't afford dead weight on the team. Gave you a like. Thank you, Ronnie. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Digging the Purple Crown. Yeah, YouTube. You guys only see that. I don't see that on my end. Unless I bring up the actual YouTube chat. But I don't want to hear myself talk. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. The 3-2. Dobbins will deal. Fouled it off. We'll do it again. What happened to Nimmo? Yeah, right? Agreed. What happened to Nimmo? I was wondering what it means. Yeah, something YouTube's doing. It popped up. Shallow. Nope, it's on the infield. Mets go down 1-2-3. Facing a no-name pitcher and you can't get anything going. Cooking with Weston said hi. Welcome in. He got paid. That's what happened to Nimmo. Yeah. Then that's what happened to Soto, too. Because we are not getting on Superstar Soto. So, yeah, no other sports tonight. Just baseball. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are tied up at 1 in the second. Miami has a 2-0 lead over the Cubs. Houston and Tampa Bay scoreless in the first. Cleveland and Minnesota. Oh, I forgot we started early. Cleveland and Minnesota at 7:40. Seattle and the White Sox. Baltimore and Milwaukee. Detroit and St. Louis. Then at 8:40 you got the Phillies and Rockies. 9:40 you got the Royals and Giants. That should be a good series out in San Fran. The Angels and A's. And Arizona. Ooh, Arizona and the Dodgers. That'll be a good series. Should be a good series. It's very new because it wasn't here yesterday. Yep. I think whoever has the most chats leads the live chat leaderboard. Bats are sleeping right now. Soto right now looking like Robinson Cano 2.0. Thought he was getting hot after that big game, but looked up his stats during his at-bat, and really, maybe he'll turn it around. Soto doesn't want to play for the Mets. You can see it. I'm starting to wonder that myself. There's WWE. Oh, yeah. Well, is it a sport? I don't know. It's scripted. Cope says this team is really ticking me off. Nah. Come on, guys. Frank T with the thumbs up. It will be embarrassing if the Mets can't win this series. Senga, first pitch is in for a strike to Hamilton. 7, 8, and 9 for the Red Sox here in the second. And drilled foul. 0-1 or 0-2, excuse me. Up to 3 new subs tonight so far as well. Welcome into the new subscribers. %95 of our batters were on the team last year, so I understand the struggles. And a ground ball down to second. Over to first, one away. So I understand the struggles. I just can't see adding Soto fixing this team. Agreed. Can take it a while to build chemistry with new team. Soto will probably be fine. I do not bet on the games. Caps does a lot. I know Caps usually does. The pressure on Soto, the money plus expectations. Stop. There's always been expectations on Soto. And now that he's a Met and getting paid, he can't do them? Bottom of their lineup. I don't like it. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0. Hey, yeah, look, here he is. Arn, back because the Mets are losing. Betting on Mets games. Who would dare do that? Right, Caps? The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. If Soto doesn't want to play for the Mets, too bad he's stuck for the 14 and a half more years, right? He got paid. He doesn't care how he performs. It's ridiculous if we don't do our jobs. We get fired. Regardless if they slump and don't put effort, they get paid. Crickets 2.0. Exactly, Cap. Or Cope. Exactly. LFGM. Right with the Crickets. The 3-1. There's a strike. Nope, called the ball. Come on, Blue. Opt out after 5, I thought. Yeah, if the Mets don't raise his salary to a certain number, I think. Throw strike, Senga. When will Cohen have buyer's remorse? If the Mets don't make the playoffs this year, I think I'll have buyer's remorse. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Oh no, Blue. Down low, 2-0. Senga does not have it tonight. The 2-0. And that one popped up. Beatty in foul territory. Now in fair territory, will make the catch. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup with Duran, who doubled and scored his first time. Come on, Senga. Who do you think is the next? Who do you think is hitting the next Mets homer? Nobody. They're going to go the rest of the year. Rest of the year with no home runs. I have Senga getting 5 Ks. Ouch. Woo. What's his pitch count? His pitch count's not too bad. At 28 pitches here with 2 out in the second. In for a strike, 1-1. Some umps just don't appear good enough. Agreed, Georgia. Cough, Angel Hernandez. Popped up. Foul territory. It'll go out of play. 1-2. Soto will be fine, says Cope. Got to be in it for the long haul. Frank T says, on paper, the Mets have a decent team, but not playing like it. I can't see the Mets missing the playoffs unless it's just insanely competitive for a spot. And they miss by 1 game or something. Same for the Phils. The 1-2. Senga deals. Bounced in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2. And that one ripped. Fair ball down the line. That's going to score another run. It's a triple for Duran. He was all smiles, having fun talking to the Yankees. Mrs. Met will get the next home run. Orange says, I forgot the thumbs up. MLB basically admitted Angel wasn't good enough for the majors in court when he was suing them for keeping him away from the World Series. I'm shocked. Usually Senga's good. What's happening to this team? Boy, our Mets are so right now. Who agrees? National League East mascots are the best. Agreed. Devers walked his first time. The 0-1. Chopped foul 0-2. Need Lindor to call a team meeting. I don't know. Billy Marlin or whatever his name is, he's trash. But everybody else, Mr. and Mrs. Met, the Philly Fanatic, Blooper, the 0-2. Bounced in the dirt, 1-2. Cope says, luckily it's only the second. Still plenty of time left in this ball game. Hopefully they can get some offense going. Up high. 2-2. Billy Marlin is doing the best he can. And a weak grounder to second. McNeil throws him out at first. That'll retire the side. But the Red Sox get another one. It's 3-0 as we head to the third. 7, 8, and 9 for the Mets coming up. Georgia fan says, as much as I hate the Phillies, I love the Philly Fanatic. Philly Fanatic's trash, too. Just kidding. I would say if you rank them in order, I don't know what the Nationals have, so we'll leave them out. It goes the Fanatic, Blooper, Mr. Met, Billy the Marlin. Philly Fanatic has no class. Wake up, Mets. There's a game to play. Playing from behind is not a good thing for the Mets. Cap says he took the Mets minus a run and a half. Dug themselves a hole. Let's start chipping away. I believe we have to lose first place for this team to wake up. The Nationals. Alvarez lines one down the right. And Abreu can't make the catch. Alvarez digs for second. He'll be in there. A leadoff double. First pitch swinging. The Nationals team mascot name is Screech. I did not know that. Let's see what the bottom of our lineup can do. Billy Marlin doesn't even know what team he represents because the new player. It's new players every day. Damn, 3-0 already. Gonna need the bats tonight. Freaking finally, Albie. That'll bring up McNeil. in for a strike, 0-1. The Nats have Screech, the Eagle. Kind of funny when you consider who DC's football rival is. Dallas? Down low, 1-1. Sorry, Bam. At least Alvarez hustled. That's a start. Get him in, Jeff. The 1-1. And that one chopped foul up the first base side. Don't mind me, guys. A little ticked off. My wife Tesla got keyed. It records it though, right? I mean, it still sucks. I mean, I don't want it to sound like that's not, you know. Don't they? But don't the Teslas record them? Can we score with men on base? Let's see. Let's get Alvy home. Alvin? Oh, let's get Alvin home. Oh. Bounced in the dirt, 2-2. Good evening, John and everyone. What's up, Victor? Damn, Cap's already here. Don't they? Yeah, yep. End of the no-hitter. Let's reverse the kryptonite curse. Yes, the police have it. Mets better be careful. Braves are also gaining quickly. A walk is good. Well, it's 2-2. That was my first thought, Cope. Outside, 3-2. Nice take there. Alvin has me laughing. Braves only 5-game back. Los Mets since 1886. I don't think so. The 3-2 to McNeil. Dobbins deals. And slapped foul. Alvy, Soto, Theo, Lindor. That's not Alvin and the Chipmunks. You said Alvin, dude. And a chopper up the first base side. And the runner will advance to third. 3-1 on the putout. That'll bring up Taylor. That'll bring up Taylor with a runner on third and 1 out. And that one lays base hit in the left center field. And it's cut off nicely. It'll keep Taylor to a single, but the Mets are on the board. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Let's get a little Taylor-made hit here, Tyrone. We can do this if we try. Finally. Nice. Let's go. Here we go. Taylor-made RBIs. Here's Lindor. Inside, 1-0. Come on, Lindor. Oh, Lindor calling timeout here. He's talking to the home plate umpire. Actually, must be the wind because the home plate umpire took his mask off and he's cleaning. He's cleaning off his hides as well. Saving that Cuban cigar. Do you smell a Lindor getting on base? Do I smell? No, I showered. The 1-0. Dobbins deals. Outside, 1-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. Keep it going, Lindor. Rory says, "Hey, John, a Mets fan? Let's go, Mets. I just got home from work. How's everyone doing tonight?" Doing all right, Rory. Mets got off to a slow start here, but just got one back. Up high, 3-0. Not only have the Mets gotten a run here, but they're also making Dobbins work. Exactly, Frank. The 3-0. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring up Soto with 2 on. No, I mean, do you think Lindor will get on base? Yes, I do think Lindor will get. No pressure, Soto. Come on, Soto Bomb, where are you? Okay, Juanito. It's time to start zipping everyone's lips. We need a big hit here. Zach is back. What's up, fam? Still working, but we got to get this dub. All right, runners on first and second here for Soto with 1 out. Mets with a run in the inning. The first pitch. Checks the swing. Foul tipped. 0-1. Soto 3 for his last 26. DO1. Outside, 1-1. Focus up, Soto. Your big boy pants on. Put your big boy pants on. Come on, Soto. Come on, Soto Pop. 1-1. And that one grounded to second. They go to second for 1. The turn. Not in time. Oh, they called him out. Ninth double play he's grounded into this year. So the Mets get the 1. Yep, 9th double play for Soto. So the Mets able to chip 1 out. Let's see if they can keep Boston off the board. Welcome into the 118 people watching on the big side. My name's John. This is Pure Adrenaline Sports. I try to cover every Mets game. So far this year we have done that. Last year we did 149 of the 162. And all the playoff games. During the offseason, definitely mix in football and Philadelphia Flyers hockey. Soto can't come clutch with running and score. Nope. Can't be counted on. Drop him in the lineup. You don't want to sit him? Drop him in the lineup. Make him bat 7th. Then go. Maybe he needs to be moved down in the lineup. That's some flat Soto Pop. Yo, Soto play like you're making $765 million. No shutout today. Why leave him 2 when he's struggling? I'm sorry, but like Soto turned into a ground out machine. I agree. Time to drop Soto in the lineup. I didn't realize he had that many double plays. Same as JT Realmuto. Great minds, Cope. Great minds. It'll be Bregman, Abreu, and Story here for the Sox. He's probably really not happy here. He doesn't look it. Outside. And if you're gonna DH Vientos, put him in the 2-hole. Or Nimmo. I was just gonna say the same thing, but then who would you replace him with second in the lineup? 2-0. Drop him the 5 spot. Put Acuna in the 2. No, not Acuna. It's got to be Vientos or Nimmo. There's a strike, 2-1. We needed Bregman. Don't worry, Soto will get moved down when we're at 500. Or maybe just once flip him and Alonso. Especially when he wasn't, the Mets didn't give him the most money. If it was all about the money, he wouldn't have signed here. The 3-1. That one lifted out to left. Nimmo back. He'll have to play it off the wall. Bregman heads to second, and he's in there. A lead-off double. Move Mark to the 2 spot and Soto either the 3 or the 5. Yep. I wonder if Mendoza's scared to make the difficult but necessary decisions. Maybe. Here's Abreu. And that one pulled. Nice play by Alonso. And he'll take it to the bag himself. One away. But Bregman goes to third. Phillies drop Bohm all the way down to 7 and 8 in the lineup. His average is back up to 256 after it was down at 178. Worth a shot. The pressure of that contract and trying to do too much. Lindor went through the same thing. Once he settles, Soto will be fine. You what, in year 3? I didn't think this Red Sox team had. The Red Sox have a good offense. Their pitching stinks. In first, nope. Called the ball. 1-0. It was leaked. Passan even tweeted it out. Popped up. Alvarez will look back. 1-1. Charles is here. What is happening? They should put Mark back in the 2 hole where he excelled last year. Drop Soto to 3, Alonso to 4. Hell, it couldn't hurt, right? The pitching is the problem for the Red Sox. Yep. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Welcome in. Gained another sub. That's 5 tonight. Appreciate you all hitting the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. You never know when somebody's going to hand out some free channel memberships. So everybody that's chatting it up, let me know who's in first, second, and third here. Let me know. Smash them free subs and hit the like button, says Charles. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout for Senga. Charles says Monday night MLB baseball action live streaming now on the PAX network. Says he's great. Mendoza's timid. Someone get him a special iced tea. Mendoza isn't concerned much because the team is in first place. What they don't see is the Phillies in Atlanta. Well, they better wake up because Philly's only a half game back. So if the Mets lose this, they're in a tie. And the Phillies have a 4-game series with Colorado starting tonight. The 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Look at that old Red Sox logo. Who remembers that? It's the 1-1. And a chopper up to first. Alonso backs up on it to throw to Senga. That'll retire the side. So the leadoff double is stranded. We go to the 4th. It'll be Alonso, Nimmo, and Vientos coming up. Charles says, I'm great, thanks. Let's get this last guy. We need to get out of this inning. Senga's increasing his ERA. Yep. Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Phil's hit the scheduled jackpot lately. I thought the Red Sox Green Monster themed jersey were really cool. I didn't see him. I did not see him. Oh, let me get my numbers here after 3. Jonathan Dill says, at the end of the day, this will define the manager. What is Mendoza doing? His managing is questionable at best, and as for the Phillies, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. With bad teams. Exactly. Time for a cigarette, says Bud. Time for the Mets damage strike. Let's go, Pete. Hit, and keep running. Not worried about other teams, just concerned with the Mets. We'll be fine, just going through a rough stretch right now. Yeah, what's up, Stephen Cruz? Saying hi, John, in chat. Yeah, but we've already gone through a rough stretch. Why are we going through another one here? I mean, this is a rough one too. This is 21 games so far. 11 and 10 over the last 21. Come on. I'm jealous we're not playing the Rockies. Waiting for our turn. Thank you, Charles, for posting the channel rules in the chat there. This part of the lineup has to come up big here. Alonso takes a strike, 0-1. Charles also says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And a little grounder down to first. 1 out. We also beat the Cubs and Guardians. It's not just bad teams, although I'll concede the Phillies' schedule has been easier. Pete runs like he has a bag of groceries in both hands. Pete runs like he's got a dirty diaper on. It's got to be a May thing. If Nimmo and Vientos can pick up some slack, we'll be alright. How did we score a run? An RBI single by Taylor after the Alvarez double. Frank Ronk is here saying, let's go Mets. The 0-1. Outside. 1-1. On the outside corner, 1-2. Yes, sir, Charles. Thank you, buddy. Come on, Nimmo, do something. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. Swung on a miss by Vientos, 0-1. Oh, man. The 0-1. Bloop on the infield. Story will make the catch. And the Mets go 1-2-3. We go bottom 4. Mark, do something, please. It's going to be a long summer, boys. Bust out of it. I'm not even watching the game, and the Mets look like crap. Leo says, John, I think we're getting everyone's best punches. Most likely envy over having landed Soto. They should definitely be able to get more runs off of this guy. Teddy and Doris said, still waiting since 86. We're all waiting since 86. These at-bats are not even competitive. Correct. This is becoming an identity thing with this offense. I don't understand why it's so bipolar. Because they have 2 hitting coaches. Fire them both and bring somebody new in, please. Because this isn't working 2 years in a row. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 here for the Red Sox coming up. Yes, that's what they should do, John. Get rid of both of them. They should. And hire somebody new because it's not working with these 2 guys. All we heard all spring training is how awesome this offense is going to be. Well, you're ranked in the bottom 15 in every category, so no. Don't misunderstand, but the Mets played better when... Yeah, because their backs were against the wall. I value effort, but they're not showing that in the last 5 games. Swung on a mass 0-1. Second year this has happened. Yep. Bring in Strawberry. Yeah, well, I didn't see it, but that's an issue then. Why? Because it'll upset him if somebody says something to him? Swung on a mass 0-2. My goodness, these guys are making millions and millions of dollars and can't be talked to? Did he go? He went around, struck him out. 2 strikeouts now for Mendoza. Or for Mendoza. For Senga. Mendoza needs to start getting in some players' faces and making them uncomfortable. Teddy says, let's go, Mets. Hojo said nobody has the boss. Okay. I unblock people just to give them another chance, and they prove that they can't handle being on the internet. And with 1-1, that pitch is inside. Thanks for getting a second opportunity and blowing it. Too many chefs on the Mets team. Losing builds character. I'm tired of losing. Think Manny Machado had issues with Soto about playing hard in San Diego? No idea. I admire how you tolerate. I would be in trouble. The 2-2. And that one grounded, base hit in the right field. So Narvaez has been on base both times, so walk in a single. Exactly, Cope. I hate losing more than I love winning. Agreed. Charles says, so great to have you all join us tonight on the PAS Network. Appreciate your support. In for a strike, 0-1. Okay, and here we go again. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I give people an opportunity, and they still come back and do the same nonsense. So now they're out. And this is the difference with a Hall of Fame manager and a regular manager who's at AW with star players. If this was Joe Torre or Lou Piniella, they would be held. They would have held players accountable. How can a team be comfortable losing? That's not the goal. I don't know. Charles says winners never quit and quitters never win. Hit that like button and support PAS. I just don't understand. If your team is struggling to get runs, why not switch it up to fix it? The 1-2. Swung on a miss at a ball in the dirt. 2 away. Here comes Duran, who's 2 for 2 with a double and a triple. Lou went to blows with Paul O'Neill. Joe Torre benched A-Rod. Popped up. Foul. It'll go out of play. That's cool. I like the fact that they did that. I wonder what kind of things they're going to add with that. Come on, Senga. Need 2 more. The 0-1. Bounced in the dirt. Did he go? No. 1-1. Oh, gained another sub there. Up to 7 tonight. Welcome in. The 1-1. Where'd that one miss, Blue? Look where pitch 3 was. That was called the ball. I mean, and they wonder why fans get frustrated with umpires. Swung on a miss, 2-2. I mean, who likes to lose? A lot of people don't care about wins and losses. Much respect to the new subscribers. Mets can steal this game. Good teams come back. I'm going to say good evening to you. How are you? What's up, Brandon? The 2-2. It's Blue. He has no clue. The 2-2. Way outside. 3-2. Senga settling down, but the ump not helping. And rolled down to Alonso. He'll flip it, and he throws it over Senga's head. Okay, Brandon, you're gone too? My goodness, guys. I can't believe this. Let the adrenaline junkies talk to the Mets. Mendoza doesn't want to talk to the players. Let us do it. How can you be this bad at tossing a ball? I have no idea. I'm sure a Mets-themed rage room would get a great business. Not hustling out of the box. Another error tonight. Thank you, Rory. Really appreciate that. No spoilers on Raw, please. How did that happen? Because Alonso sucks at defense. MVP in April, terrible in May. Yep. Here's Devers. Down low, 1-0. Let me talk to the Mets. I'll have bail money. Outside, 2-0. Thanks, buddy. Outside, 3. Oh, called a strike, 2-1. Alonso's now playing the opt-in. Yeah, right? I've officially hit panic time regarding Soto. Hello, John and fellow Met fans. What's up, Becca? Welcome back. Got to try to hold them to no runs here. The 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. Take a chance. Start Vientos for a game. Vientos can't play much worse than Alonso. Agreed. Bounce in the dirt. 3-2. Ronnie says I'm very surprised at this score. Thought the Mets would have our number tonight. Why? The Mets are slumping right now. 500 baseball team over their last 21 games. Alonso bet on the game. Send our chat to the Mets, right? The 3-2. Send good deals. That one lifted down the left field line. Foul. Not by much. No, but you've been scoring runs. We have not been scoring runs. Your pitching has sucked. Our offense has not been hitting. Come on, K, please. The 3-2. Senga deals. Oh, God, what is going on with these umpires, dude? That'll load the bases for Bregman. And Mendoza standing there with your hands in your pocket. Like, Mendoza's got to do something. Like, get fired up or get thrown out or something. Inside 1-0. Charles says, got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. It happens to the best of us. Pause now and give it a thumbs up. Bregman hits it down to third. Beatty's got it over to Pete, and that'll retire the side. The Red Sox load the bases, but the Mets keep them off the board. Still 3-1 as we head to the fifth. Whoa. Hey, all team, go through a rough time this starting early. Get out of this. I was thinking the same thing. And get ejected. Fuel these guys up. Right. We need to make a deal for Arenado. Is Mendoza playing? Fire someone up. A coach like John Torch would wake the Mets up. My bad. Wrong sport. James Baker, what's up? It'll be Beatty, Alvarez, and McNeil coming up for the Mets. Down 2. Raymond says, walking the dog. Let's go, Brett. Oh, Peachy. They make hockey cards, oh, Peachy. James Baker just subbed. What's up, man? Thank you for subbing. It's free to hit that sub button. Welcome into the chat. YouTube has added a thing where they give out points for the more you chat. It'll have a crown next to your name if you're in the top 3. I like making you laugh, John. Let's go, Mets. Beatty Boomer. All right, here we go. The first pitch. Line foul down the left field side. 0-1. In my humble opinion, the New York Mets just need to stay focused. James says Senga bouncing back, keeping the Mets in it. The offense needs to respond. You make adjustments, plus top of all that, you're still a half game up. Could be worse, could be. And a bouncer to second. Hamilton over to first, 1 away. James says 728 for my prediction. Frank T is crowned number 1. Yeah, I can actually go look at it and see who's where. And that one line, base hit in the right field. Alvarez is 2 for 2. Right now, the top 3 are Frank T, ACJ, and James Phillips. Raymond's right there. Caps is number 5. Bud 6. It's going by your guys' names. I don't like that. Popped it up. First pitch swing and 0-1. Because some of you guys have different names than what shows up on screen. That's weird. We need hits. I can't remember the last time we scored more than 5 runs. Must be my smoking. I'm addicted. Outside, 1-1. Hey, you took my number 1 away. Pulled foul. Oh, no, it's a fair ball. Alvarez will go to third. Who said Albie needs to be the number 2 catcher? Yeah, relax, it's one game. Brian P says, I'm Shrimp Trisket. Okay, I wasn't sure. Because that was the next name on the list. We scored 6 versus the Cubs. Walks are good too. James Baker. I thought James already subbed. Let's go cooking. The Mets scored like 19 a few weeks ago. Seems like last season now. Refresh the screen, please. Yep. I thought about going to MLB.com and using theirs, but I don't like theirs. Come on, McClutch, let's go. Well, the good thing is, I don't go by Frankie Nicotine. I would be last. Runners on first and third, time for the Pepto. Now he's Johnny Bench. What do we have on the bases now? We have first and third. First and third, nobody, one out. First and third, one out. Here's Taylor. Outside, 1-0. Taylor had an RBI single his first time up. Big hole there between first and second. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Nathaniel says, hit a homer, please. I hate the Red Sox. Well, it's Taylor, so I'll take a base hit right here. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Get on base and let's the top of the lineup finally wake up. Make him pitch. McNeil steals second. Let's stay out of the double play. I'll take a sac fly, says Becca. I think. And Taylor pulls it foul down the third baseline. 2-2. I like the ESPN screen, but their operator is asleep at the controls. Miami with a 6-3 lead over the Cubs. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Dobbins, what's Dobbins up to here? Only 65 pitches. James says, I'll take a walk too. Yeah, I'll take a walk from Taylor to load him up. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Stop showing Mendoza, please, because he ain't going to say nothing. Too close to take. That's low. That was, man. Come on, Blue. Well, that's why they need to be flipping out. Well, we're getting a pitching change here in the 5th inning. This kid's 1 out away from qualifying for a win, and they're not going to give it to him. LFGM, he says, oh, they're turning Lindor around the bat from the right side. They don't want him facing the lefty. Fitzy's got 18 people watching him right now. We need some emotion from somebody. Yeah, besides the fans. LFGM, swing the bat. Mendoza, step up. I mean, that's why we need the ABS system right there. Because that pitch was low. That pitch was lower than the one that Duran, where he should have struck out. Or Devers, excuse me. Charles says, whether you're actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Maybe that will ignite Lindor. We suck again. What three members of the 86 Mets played for the Red Sox after the 86 season? Huh. The first pitch to Lindor. Down low, 1-0. Charles says, you are valued indeed. Much appreciate your support. This includes the silent listeners and viewers. Frank also says, tap that like and subscribe button. The 1-0. Right down the middle, 1-1. Cone played for Boston? I don't remember Cone playing for Boston. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. The umpire's still upset over 86. I don't remember that. Nope, that's not the question, ACJ. Swung on a mass, 2-2. The question is, what three players from the 1986 Mets played for the Red Sox after the season? The 2-2. Chopped foul. We'll do it again. Bams is not chatting much right now because I'm making some late dinner. Still listening. Mrs. PAS made dinner, but I did not eat before I streamed. Starting to settle in. Starting to get the hunger. Mo Vaughn hit the moonshot. No, we're not talking. Oh my goodness. Who cares? Answer the question. This is Bill Buckner's fault. I think Kevin Mitchell needed a hit, Lindor. I thought Kevin Mitchell went to San Francisco. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Bobby Ojeda. Full count. Here's the pitch. And he pulls it foul. We'll do it again. Thank you. Thank you, Flatbush. I did not know that. The 3-2. Wilson deals. And that one line foul. We'll do it again. Frank Viola. Yeah, Frank Viola wasn't on the 86 team, but ACJ is just throwing names out. And a chopper foul. We'll do it again. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Would have been ball 4. We're halfway through. Still 3-1 Boston. Apparently some guy named Wes Gardner. You thought Kingman? I don't think Kingman ever played for Boston. Sizzling. Sizzling. Other baseball games going on right now. Cincinnati leads Pittsburgh 2-1 in the sixth. Miami leads the Cubs 6-3. Houston has a 3-0 lead over Tampa. Minnesota up 2-1 over Cleveland. Seattle with a 1-0 lead over the White Sox. Milwaukee up 3-1 over Baltimore. St. Louis with a 1-0 lead over Detroit. All other games starting later. What about putting a package deal together to Baltimore to get Adley Rutschman? You'd have to give up Alvarez. You'd have to take a couple. You'd have to do some more pieces, but Lindor has no faith in Soto. Has the force, the action that leads to swinging that ball for. The Mets are missing something, and it's showing on all of them. We can't be left on base. Kingman played for the Mets, Cubs, and Giants. Rick Aguilar. I don't know the answer, so you guys are just guessing. I need to slow down on my drinking. In for a strike, 0-1. Calvin Schiraldi. Man, Calvin, just name I haven't heard in a long time. What the heck is going on with the Mets? Fouled off, 0-2. Yep, Rick Aguilera. For every cause, there's an effect. And was Rick Aguilera on the 86 team? Trying to remember. Darth Star 1 is here. Lindor won't allow the pitchers to walk him. He don't trust Soto. DO2. Foul tipped, 0-2 still. Charles says, smash them free subs and hit the like button. Maybe we should send Mendoza to play pocket pool somewhere else. Nope, sorry, not Calvin. He played with us before he went to the Sox. My mistake. I don't remember every player. The 0-2. And pulled down the second. McNeil's got it. Over to first, 1 away. Abreu's 0 for 3 now. Too many strikeouts with runners on. Agreed. Last night it happened. Where did it happen last night? The Mets had first and second with nobody out last night. And Marte and Alvarez struck out. And tonight, first and second with 1 out. And Taylor and Lindor strike out. Want to know the count? Darryl Strawberry played for the Mets, Yankees, Giants, and Dodgers. All teams from New York. Yes, Aguilera was on the 86 team. He gave up the home to Dave Henderson, Game 6. In for a strike, 1-1. Lenny Dykstra never played for the Red Sox. I believe it was Phillies. I believe it was only the Phillies. Agreed. I'm waiting for SNY to give me the answer. Swung on a miss, 1-2. guys are getting way off topic now. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Mets swing for the fences and get nothing but air. Mets dugout chirping at the home plate umpire. Popped up. Nimmo. Taylor will make the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up Sogard. He's 0 for 2. Lined out to short and grounded out to first. Flatbush says Ojeda, Aguilera, and I don't know the third. Somebody said Cone. I forget who said Cone. Somebody said Cone. Up high, want to know. It was not Kevin Mitchell. Oh, then it wasn't Cone. Oh, could be Kevin Elster. In for a strike, 1-2. Mitchell played for the Sox in '96. Yeah, we'll see what SNY says. If they ever tell us the answer. The Cubs have tied that game up against the Marlins 6-6 now in the 6th. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. We're through 5. It's still 3-1 Boston. It'll be Soto, Alonso, and Nimmo coming up. What was the question? What 3 members of the 1986 Mets played for the Red Sox? Eventually played for the Red Sox. So Cope could be right. I'm not arguing. I didn't think Mitchell played for the Sox, but he did. Ojeda, Aguilera, and Mitchell, says Cope. Raymond says, let's get something going here. Oop, I need my numbers. Excuse me. I was right with Mitchell. He played in the 90s. You guys are better than me, man. A Brazilian. Let's go, Mets. Get some hits. Mook. Who? Who? Let's get some. Let's go, Mets. Get some hits. Frank says a respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. She waves. But when she waved, she gave the John Cena wave. She said, "You can't see me." Mookie Wilson. In for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 Minnesota. Right down the middle, 1-2. No. I stand corrected. I thought he only played. Yeah, me too. Oh, like that. What's up, James? The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Not sure what's going on here. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Is it me, or it's like he doesn't want to swing? I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Something's not right. Oh, he's saying hi to Mrs. PAS. My bad. LFGM. That one lifted out to left. It's off the wall, and he's standing there looking at it. And he has to stop at first base. That's the second time a Met has hit one off the top of the monster, and they're standing at first base. There is no winner. Cope also says good evening to Mrs. PAS. Hope everything is well. That's a deep subject. Here's Alonso. Soto going, and he's going to get there. Stolen base. There you go. That makes up for the not hustling before. Shaking my head. He's going to get a lot of flack not busting it out. Yup. Even Keith said trotting again. Unbelievable. Bad news bears. You ain't got no room in your game for Cadillacing. Down low, 2-0. LT said, kid, you got to do better than this. Earlier, but the Mets got out of it. So it didn't hurt the Mets like it did last night. There's a strike, 2-1. Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Run when you hit the ball. Don't just look at it. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Where's the hustle of this team? I would stop their pay until, yeah. Yeah, well. Let's go, Pete. Let me refresh the tracker. Bounce in the dirt. Ball 4. So the Mets get the first 2 on here. I'd run out home runs too instead of watching the ball. At home plate, they need the hustle. Let me refresh ESPN here, guys. That'll bring up Nimmo. A lefty pitcher. Now, I don't steal because it's a lefty bat. In for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And for a strike, Nimmo, dude. What are you looking for? Can't just admire a well-hit ball. Gotta run. Need a hit, Nimmo. The 0-2. And he slaps one down to third. They go to second for one. The turn, double play. Second double play the Mets have turned or hit into tonight. Another double play. Damn, this team is so ass, right? This freaking team, man. Shaking my head. Frustration. Now we're gonna get a pitching change here with Vientos coming up. My goodness, what is going on here? I just chuckled in disgust. It's like the one thing that you can't do, you do it. Yep. Come on, Vientos, wake up. Double play ball is what he's looking for. Finding Nimmo gone bad. Looks lost in the sauce. At this point, they need to bunt with runners on first and second, no outs. Can't trust anyone to get a hit. Right now, the Mets are hard to watch. Where would we be without our pitching? Fourth place. We can't lose another game, especially against an inferior team like this. And Mendoza leaves Nimmo batting fourth for what reason? I have no idea. Me neither. The first pitch to Vientos. Fouled off, 0-1. LFGM, says Frank. Yeah, agreed, guys. He's part of the problem right now. The 0-1 to Vientos. Inside, 1-1. James says, let's go, Vientos. 2-out rally. Welcome in. A couple more subscribers there. Up to 9 tonight. Let's go. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. It's beneath the Mets to bunt. They use their muscle instead of their heads. Well, the problem is they're not using their muscle either. That one lifted out to right. And it's caught. First and second, nobody out, and you don't get anything else. We go bottom 6, still 3-1 Boston. 7, 8, and 9 for Boston coming up. I don't understand some of these moves or lack thereof. It's frustrating. We need that run. I didn't like Nimmo in the leadoff spot. Nimmo and Soto should switch. in the batting order. Nimmo did really good last year batting second. I would put Vientos there. I think Vientos is better in the 2 hole. I mean, Vientos had a huge year last year in the 2 spot. He was an on base machine, not anymore. We need someone to get thrown out of this game and show some emotion. No determination thus far. I'm shocked. Right? That's what it feels like, Frank. I agreed. We'll see if Senga comes back out here. We need Wally Backman type manager. Good call on Wally Backman. Got to cash in. The only cash the Mets have now is counterfeit. Senga's back out on the mound. In for a... that's not a bunt attempt? Okay, 1-0 the count. Surprised Senga made it through 5. It's time for accountability. The 1-0. Bounce in the dirt, 2-0. Jose Castillo getting warmed up in the Met bullpen. The 2-0. And a ground ball down to Alonso. This time he gets it to Senga, 1 away. That'll bring up Narvaez, who's been on base both times, a walk and a single. The Met fans in attendance gave him a little ribbon there, and he put his arms up. What are we trying to do? Let Philly and Atlanta take over the top spot? If the Mets lose tonight, they'll be in second place after tonight. Up and in, 1-0. Senga was even laughing. At least play like they're 15 behind. Yeah, you can't pretend that. You can't fake that, though. Pulled? Oh, what a play by Beatty. And he got him. That's why that young man needs to be our everyday third baseman. Estevez said hi. Welcome in. 2 away. Nobody out. Popped up. On the infield. Alonso and Phil. Where'd it go? Wow. The wind took that one. It's a foul ball. I owe Beatty a huge apology. My sentiments exact, John. I just went over to give Fitzy a thumbs up, and they're talking about rating us at the 7th inning stretch. Need one more K. The 0-1. Inside 1-1. The 1-1. Popped foul, 1-2. Yeah, sorry, Beatty. I wanted you gone, right? Yeah, I was wrong on Beatty, too. 100th pitch of the night coming up from Senga. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Congrats, Caps, on the 5th strikeout. We go to the 7th. Still 3-1 Boston. Congrats, Caps. Yep. Boom. English, please. Unless we have a translator. Fitzy's got 18 people watching him. Love it. Jeff Kent. Hit the live button. New message. LFGM. If it's Spanish, I'm your interpreter. All right, hold on. Right here. Right here. Estevez, put this in the chat. Of the Red Sox, something Mets as well. The Mets. Fitzy usually translates when he's here, but he's doing the game too, so. I'm in Lyndhurst and can't translate. Let's start it. Boring watching us not score runs. Yup. Not boring. Not boring with y'all. He says he's a fan of the Sox, but thinks the Mets will win this game. Thank you, Cope. Any update on the Cubs game? Yes, the Cubs are up 7-6. Beatty, Alvarez, and McNeil here. First pitch was a strike. Beatty stays at third, yes. Up high. He said, I'm a Red Sox fan, but the Sox are winning this game. Okay, well now I'm getting two different things. Okay. The 1-1. Out. Oh, right down the middle, 1-2. The 1-2 to Beatty. Weissert will deal. Swung on a miss and a pitch down low. It says he's a Boston, but Mets win it. I stand by my translation. Alrighty. Sitting Beatty them couple games cooled him off also. Yep. Here's Alvarez. In for a strike, 0-1. Alvarez is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. The 0-1. Way outside. Did he go? He went 0-2. DO2. Called strike 3. Looks at a fastball right down the middle of the plate after swinging out a pitch 10 feet outside. Oh, here we go. Here are the 86 Mets that played for the Red Sox. Aguilera, Kevin Mitchell, and Danny Heap. Danny Heap. Down low, 1-0. Hey, PAS. Back from my birthday week and watching the Knicks beat Boston and now another blue and orange. Taking on Boston, I feel the Mets will pull out a win. Let's go, Mets. Welcome back, Kent. Time to light up the cigarette outside, 2-0. That was like 10 feet off the plate. I don't know. Danny Heap, yup. That was the question, Frank. It was an old school question. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. The 3-0. In for a strike, 3-1. No worries, Frank. The 3-1. Down low, ball 4. So McNeil on base for the second time. That'll bring up Taylor. Senga's final line tonight, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and most important, 5 strikeouts. The first pitch to Taylor. And he lines one, base hit into right field. And McNeil will turn and go to third. The throw is cut off. First and third with 2 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Come on, guys. Can we please get a big inning going? Let's do this Mets style, please. A little hit, Taylor. Come on, El Capitan. Let's see a 3-run bomb. Florida Gators, blue and orange college champs. Come on, guys. Big inning here. Christopher says, need this. A bird sitting on a tree is not afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. We're getting a pitching change here with Lindor coming up. Black and Mild doing this. Rory saying, let's go, Mets. It's up to you, Lindor. Let's go, Lindor. Keep it going. Charles says, so great to have you all joining us tonight on the PAS network. You're valued indeed. This includes the silent listeners and viewers. Lindor get a hit. Yo, Rising Rhino in the house. Guys, I know I say it every time he shows up. If you are a fan of anything football, make sure you are checking out the Rhino. Started covering the ELF this year, which is the European League. Covering the UFL as well. I believe that's a couple weeks left in the season. Got the NFL coming up, the Canadian Football League, college football. If you ever needed a hit to get this funk out of the dugout, this would be the time. Right? Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Let's go. Pants and cigarette time. Hey, Bobby V's mustache is back. Pure Adrenaline Sports, not brought to you by Wawa Peach Iced Tea tonight. Wawa Peach Iced Tea, unsponsored. Absolutely, buddy. May 11th, last time Lindor hit a home run. It's now time. If you're new here and you're not too familiar with the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell. I go live for every Met game. Rising Rhino Nation Network is a networking channel with the PAS network. Yup. Sub it up, he says. Bounces one, first pitch swinging, and flips it to first. One pitch, and the Mets leave two more runners. We go bottom seven, stand up and stretch. This team right now, man, cannot get a big hit. It all started with that game where they played. No, not all, because since McNeil and Alvarez have been back, they've been playing like crap. But that game 3 against Pittsburgh, when they could have went for the sweep and they put in that crap lineup, this team has had no heart. They had it for an inning against the Yankees in game 2. Charles Singing take me out to the ball game. Lindor won't take a pitch. Lindor is another one. He's just absolutely regressing this year, and no one seems to be saying anything about it. With the word lackadaisical fit. First pitch swinging. Why are the Mets first pitch swinging? Fitzy up to 19 people in this chat. Let's go. Why first pitch swing when you have runners on base? I don't know. Like, take a pitch, settle into the at-bat. Once again, Tuesday and Wednesday will be live at 6:30 again. Mets are off Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Dodgers. SNY not covering any of the games. Jose Castillo, the new Met. In the pitch now, the first pitch. Chop. Castillo's got it, flips it to Alonso, one away. 1-3 on the putout. Hey, Jared's here saying hello. We came here to say hi from Thomas to our fellow streamer. What's up, Jared? Lindor is now 1 for his last 22. Cooper says, yo, I'm a Red Sox fan. What's up, Cooper? 62-85 is my prediction. Raid, he says. All right, Cooper, enough. In for a strike, 0-1. APS, Fitz sent me over. Welcome in. Wednesday's going to be an epic night. Yeah, it's Crochet, right? Fouled off 0-2 here to Devers. What's up to everybody over on the Thomas Fitzpatrick channel? Thank you all so much. You like the new Red Sox manager today? Yeah, what's up with Cora? The 0-2. Fouled off, still 0-2. Cab says, why is that, Cope? We're going to get swept? Yes, Crochet will be pitching Wednesday. Did he go? He stopped. That's funny. Alvarez gets called for a swing, but that's not a swing. Okay. Oh, he had his butt. Thank you, guys. Daughter's graduation. Jared also said daughter's graduation. Thank you. But Cooper does like the new manager. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Mason says I'm back. Realize 93 says something has to change with this team. It may happen. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Rory. To 2-2. And a ground ball to second. Over to first. 2 away. I'm just wondering why the batting coaches have not been fired yet. Agreed. The pitcher just came into the game. Suppose he's wild. Lindor wouldn't even give him a chance. It's an ego thing. This team has no pride. Mendoza doesn't have the marbles to call out these players. It had to take Lindor. I don't know. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. They're outside. 3-1. I don't know. I don't know if they like him or not. The Mets were brought up on Raw. There's a strike. 3-2. I'm going to tomorrow to see your Mets play and Wednesday. Nice, Jared. Thank you, sir. Your baseball streams are getting more and more packed every month. Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying Mendoza should sit the big names and make a statement. Yeah. Agreed. This team is too expensive to play like this. Crunch is back saying hi. What's up, Crunch? The 3-2. And ball down low. 2 out walk here. Keep crushing it. Thanks, buddy. You're the Barry Bonds of baseball streaming, just without the roids. Pickoff throw. Not in time. Notice the Red Sox being patient, right? Inside, 1-0. Zach says you do a great job, John. Thank you. Thank you, Zach. You do it the right way. I'm trying. The 1-0. There's a strike. The pickoff throw back down to first. Up to 13 new subs tonight. Let's go. Popped foul, 1-2. Don't know about this pitcher. Do you, John? Nope. I know we got him from Arizona, and this is his first appearance as a Met. Walgreen. He said it's Walgreen. Popped foul. Tanaka from Tokyo Giants. You guys got a side conversation? Got to take the dog out. Mendoza just pacifies with no emotion or life. Agreed. See, the Rockies are up. Oh, they are up 1-0. The 1-2. Too high. We're my goodness, dude. The 2-2. Lifted out to left. This is going to be trouble. Nimmo, and it's a fair ball and bounces into the stands. That saves a run. Frank says I was correct on something. Yes, you were. The Rockies are up, but can it last? Charles says your attitude will determine your attitude. Got the first two out. Now can't get out of the inning. Swung on a missed 0-1. Got any vacation time coming up? No. The man you walk normally score. We need new faces. Whoa. Whoa. That one flicked out to center. Taylor will make the catch. Whew. We go to the 8th. Still 3-1 Boston. Have to get out of this inning without more damage. We got 6 outs to score at least 2 runs. Here we go. It'll be Soto, Alonso, and Nimmo coming up. How about you, Rhino? I know you're getting ready. School's almost over, right? I know his team's winning right now, guys, but let's go over, say hi to Fitzy. Let me put his link in the chat. There it is. Go over to Thomas Fitzpatrick. Tell him how the Mets are going to come back and win this game. Make sure you hit them thumbs up. Consider subscribing to his channel. He does a great job of doing play-by-play for pretty much every Red Sox game as well. Rhino's over there saying, let's go, Mets. Let me come back over to the chat here. When do you get any downtime? I don't. Last week, then heading to Vegas for a getaway. Come on, Mets. Time to come for when I can do this full time, that's when I'll worry about it. Taylor is a great defensive center fielder. Got to live with that because left field and right field are defensive liabilities. Michael says Mets need to get some walks. Red Sox bullpen is not so good. It's not peanut butter or jelly time. It's Newport and Black and Mild time. I bothered Fitzy 2 times already. I have more faith in getting 2 solo homers than I'm getting batters on base. Why? We get batters on base. We just can't get a hit with runners on base. First pitch is a ball to Soto, 1-0. Down low, 2-0. The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. The 3-0 to Soto. There's a strike, 3-1. I say that because when we get players on base, we leave them on base. The 3-1. There's right down the middle, 3-2. Hey, Stoney's here saying let's go, Mats. What's up, Stoney? The 3-2. Slayton deals. Soto chops it. That's right back to the pitcher. He'll flip it to first. Had a 3-0 count. He looks at 2 fastballs down the plate and then grounds out to the pitcher. What is Soto looking for? Wow, he says. All right, here we go. In for a strike. Oh, up high, 1-0. Some of the outs could have been walks instead of double plays. Dude is having a horrible start to his Mets tenure. The 1-0. Swung on a missed, 1-1. In for a strike, 1-2. Bud's putting the LFGM. And Pete strikes out. 2 away. That'll bring up Nimmo. Sorry, but it's hard to be positive when our so-called big bats are trash in the last 2 weeks. No, what's going to happen is they're going to have a breakout game where they put up, that one popped up, first pitch swinging. Duran will make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning from the top of your lineup. We go bottom 8, still 3-1 Boston. Oh well. Yeah, they'll put up a big spot. There'll be another game where they score 15 runs or something, and it'll inflate their stats. Everybody will look good for a couple days. You're gonna lose tonight and keep on losing until the players get their heads out of their behinds. Do you think concerning McNeil? This is now absolutely embarrassing. Rory says call it a wrap for the Mets tonight. See if they can keep it to a 2-run game here. Let's set up somewhere to raid when we're done. When we're done tonight, we will redirect over to play-by-play with JJ, who's got the Phillies game tonight. So we'll set that up. We'll be back live again tomorrow night at 6:30 for Game 2 of this series, no matter what happens here. You know why we're losing, because they aren't smashing that like button. What we will hear is it's still early. It's still early when it's not still early. Jose Butto, the new pitcher for the Mets, the 0-1. And a ground ball a second. McNeil's got it. One away. No sign of life of anywhere in this lineup. Thank goodness this is a family-friendly channel, or I'd be spewing obscenities. The effort the Mets are showing looks like they're told to lose this game. You guys are right. It's time to take Soto out of that 2-spot, period. Lately, this team feels like the Mets I grew up with and got used to. What's up, Geraldo? Swung on a mass, 0-2. Oh, Chapman. Chapman's coming in. That one's lined out the right center. That's going to get down. Taylor cuts it off to throw back into second. They keep it to a single. This offense is pathetic. Pitching did their job, kept the team in it. If you would tell me in the bottom of the 8th inning the Red Sox had 3 runs, I'd say the Mets were winning. We got to stop with these nonsense takes. It's not over yet. You got to believe. When this team gives me reason to believe, I'll believe. Inside 1-0. Yep. You got to keep an eye on Hamilton here. He's going to go. Nope, pickoff throw. He dives back in. I think McNeil gives them more options for moving players around on the field. But they should have less options. Yep. There he goes. Pitch right down the middle. Got him! What a throw by Alvey. Oh, he might have been safe. He's out. They're not challenging. 2 away. Chopped foul at the plate, 1-2. I'm a positive fan, but this team needs to be checked and wake up. They are underperforming right now. Agreed. Nice. Charles has got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Pause now and give it a thumbs up. Alvarez has been so much better this year at throwing out runners. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. Ever since Steve Cohen tweeted that everything that spikes always regresses to the mean, that's exactly what's happened. Steve Cohen needs to stay off of Twitter until the Mets win a World Series. And that one crossed out to left field. It's off the top of the wall. It's a double off the top of the wall. Thank goodness for that. That would have been a run. This team seems to be playing well before the return. Yup. We were looking at that before, Raymond. They have 11 wins and 10 losses since Alvey and McNeil returned. Frank says, I went to Mr. Fitzpatrick's place to give a like. That said, tap the like and subscribe button over here. Let's go. Fouled off there, 0-1. Agreed, he does not deserve that spot until he hits. Agreed. I remember the 86. Oh, my goodness. Zach, somebody put in the chat for Zach to go live, please. Alvey and McNeil haven't been the problem. It's been the top of the lineup. It's been the whole lineup. What's ironic, neither Alvey nor Jeffrey were really needed at the time. We could have been fine had they not come back. Soto's going to get going, mark my words. It's what they kept saying in San Diego the year he batted .240. That's a foul ball, 0-2. Budo should change his name. High crunch. Rockies are 8-38. The 0-2 from Buto, runner on second, and that one popped up. Taylor will make the catch. We go to the ninth. Still 3-1 Boston. It'll be Chapman coming in to face Vientos, Beatty, and Alvarez. Hey, at least things aren't as bad as the Rockies. No, actually, we wouldn't expect anything. If we were that bad, we wouldn't expect winning. We need a miracle. Let's go, fellas. Alvey probably has given us our best swings tonight. Maybe Vientos can get on it. Let's get it going. It's do or die time. No excuses. Welcome into the 14 new subscribers tonight. Haven't had that big of a night in a while, so that's good to see. Charles says believe and receive. They need to keep Alvarez in the lineup. I'm sorry, Vientos stinks. Okay, well, Alvarez and Vientos have nothing to do with one another. They play two different positions. Here's Aroldis Chapman. Christian's here saying hi. Welcome in. It's got an Oilers logo. Much respect to the new subscribers. Oilers and Stars on Wednesday night. Good luck. Christian says he's doing good. All right, here it is. Here's Vientos. He's 0 for 3 tonight. In for a strike, 0-1. To the new subs, join in the chat and hit the thumbs up. Houston or Edmonton? Edmonton. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Charles says to acquire knowledge, one must learn. To acquire wisdom, one must observe. This dude's is easy to steal off of. Well, you got to get on base first. Christian says because the Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup this year. Let's focus up. Chapman gets nervous fast. Yep. Nathaniel says go OKC. The 0-2. Chapman deals. And that one fouled off. We'll do it again. Thomas says Oilers wear blue and orange. Let's see if there's something to it. Oh, we went back down a sub. Boo. Still a great night with the 13. The 0-2. Way inside, 1-2. Nice Philadelphia Flyers shirt. Yep, thank you. Once next season starts, I'll be back to doing some Flyer games once the Mets season's over. I'm rooting for Edmonton, not because they might win, because I like Connor McDavid. Chapman's pitching a little faster. Last year he was topping out at 98. Narvaez out there to talk to him here. Played for the Pirates last season. Played for a bunch of teams over the last couple of years, right? The Yankees, the Cubs, the Pirates, now the Red Sox. The 1-2. Chapman deals. Swung on a miss, struck him out. 102 miles an hour. Okay. Well, they're not playing the Flyers, so good luck. That is Omar Narvaez. Yep. Oh, Marte will bat for Beatty here. I have zero faith in our lineup right now. Marte lines one. Base hit in the left field. And he'll stop at first. That'll bring up Alvarez. The Mets are not doing good this year. Yes, they are. They're in first place, dude. Marte, do this. Okay, shut me up because... Need a pinch runner for Marte. No, you don't. Marte can steal bases. What are you talking about? Here's Alvarez. And he hits one right to second. And a double play ends the ball game. First pitch swinging. Yes, they are, dude. All right, Christian, bye. Thanks for stopping by the channel and hanging out for a couple minutes. But you're banished. Learn what you're talking about before you talk, dude. They are in first place. Are they struggling right now? Yes. Third double play the Mets have hit into tonight. The dreaded first pitch swinging. Yep. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. When it ends the stream, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to play-by-play with JJ. He's doing the Phillies and Rockies game right now. The Rockies have a 2-0 lead in the third. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Thank you, Bud. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Coach. Teddy and Doris. Caps. Cope. Frank T. James. Charles. Thank you all.